Once we have established gradebook settings, we can go to the actual grades in order to add items manually. It's important to note that anything we add to the gradebook as a gradebook item, in terms of the manual entry option here, will be graded in the gradebook area. Other items, for example, attendance, and even certain assignments, if we create them using the assignments tool, or we track attendance using the attendance tool, those graded items do have to be graded in the tool itself. We'll cover those in later videos, but do note that that's a huge difference between items we add to the gradebook, which are graded within the gradebook, and items that are synced to the gradebook, like our assignments and our attendance grades that come from the actual tool itself. Let's go ahead and add a gradebook item for our example here. So we will go ahead and add test 1 with a point value of 100 points, and this can be due on Friday. Because this is a test, we're going to put it in our test category, and then we have other options like whether or not to release it or include it in the course grade calculations. So now we see our test 1, and it is in the test category. To see more clearly what's going on with categories, we can check the group by category option, and then as we add new gradebook items to other categories, we can see that those are grouped accordingly. So let's add our final project with a point value of 100 points to our projects category. We'll make this due the 23rd, and we'll create it. And now we see our projects category. And we'll continue to do this until we have all of our gradebook items added. Okay. We'll get to attendance here in a bit because that item will come through the attendance tool, but now that we have some items added to our gradebook, it's time to grade. In this instance, we can say that we've taken our test and that our students are ready to have their grades entered into the gradebook. This student here has received a 75, so we can enter the grade by clicking in the space and typing out the number. When we hit enter, it takes us to the next line for that gradebook item, and we can continue to enter grades as needed. Notice that the course grade is updated as the gradebook items are updated. Let's go ahead and grade homework 1, which is worth 50 points, but is a 20% weight for the entire course grade. Okay, we have all of our grades filled in, and we'll notice that each grade is calculated and weighted appropriately to create this final grade. We have other options in the gradebook like adding comments, so every single item in here, if you click on the arrow to the right of that item, you can add a comment to indicate whether or not your student needs to try anything different in the future or just to give them some reinforcement. So that's a basic overview of getting your gradebook set up and established and adding gradebook items. In other videos, we'll go over the attendance items and assignment items, which can also be synced to your gradebook.